Let's talk about patience, calmness, the signs of the mature character, the ripened character, the complete being. The last lesson of culture: calmness, patience, resilience, vigor, self control, self discipline. There are many people who are under this impression that whoever has patience, whoever knows how to exercise self control, is simply exercising a natural trait, a characteristic which they were born with. Whilst this may be the case for some people, the reality is that the majority of people who have these characteristics, who have the characteristic of the ripened, mature soul, took time to get there. It didn't happen overnight. It took patience, and it took consistency, and it took sometimes when there were some setbacks and falls. Now, what is the benefit of being a patient person? Being calm and collected and exercising self-control regardless of the situation or circumstances. What is the benefit? What is the advantage? The benefit and advantage is that you could be put into any situation in life and your smile, your calmness, your godliness will not change. Who doesn't want that? Imagine it's pouring rain outside. Imagine somebody's yelling at you, berating you in front of countless people, let's say hundreds of people, berating you. And you remain calm, poised, and collected and serene. And you're able to realize that that person yelling at you is dealing with trauma, because every single human being is created in the image of God, and every single human being wants to be good. We're all naturally inclined to be good. It's not a single human being who doesn't want to be good. Like I've said many times before, there's just some people who had a certain journey, a rough ride up until now. And that's what's playing out. So every human being wants to be good. And so if you could remain calm and collected and not be affected by the unconscious behavior of another, what could be better than that? If you could remain calm and collected when it's pouring rain outside, or when you're made aware of a situation which is uncomfortable and unsound, calm and collected, even then, it's the dream of every human being to reach such a place. And it's not just those who are born with this trait who reach this place. Not at all. We could all reach that peak, that height. It's through effort and patience. Through falls and failures, we pick ourselves up and we just carry on and we just carry on and we just carry on. It's a beautiful, beautiful gift to have, but it doesn't come by coincidence. It doesn't come by chance. Although there are some people who are born with this beautiful trait. That's one message I wanted to start off with this evening. I want to follow on by a very interesting concept, which perhaps correlates to the primary concept which we just discussed. It's 20 years since I got married. It's my 20th anniversary, although I've only been married for 14 of those 20, but it's the 20th anniversary. And most people, in fact, I think 99.9% of people will tell me or say, erase that from your calendar, delete it, delete. Just pretend and make believe it never happened. I think that's futile. I think that's ridiculous. Am I going to delete a gift which God gave me? I had children. I had some years which were pleasant, some times which were pleasant. Am I going to delete all of that, all in favor of what? If somebody's going to ask me, where were you 10 years ago, for instance, or 20 years ago, more accurately, am I going to say, I was nowhere? No. I did certain things which I thought were the right things to do, and it brought about a consummation between me and another person. And whatever happened afterwards, but there were some blessings that came out of it. Obviously, it takes a mature, patient, and ripened soul to say such a thing. Many people would prefer to just obliterate and delete a part of their life. Not me. Whilst writing my book, I've had to really deal and grapple with some emotions and feelings which were pretty triggering, and which I actually thought I was able to forget. I thought it was in the past, and I've gotten over many of those feelings already, I thought. But it wasn't so. There was some pretty triggering and scary things I had to grapple with. And I'm happy for it, because it gave me an ability to see things from my now perspective, from my more mature perspective, from a now perspective. Eckhart Tolle talks a lot about being in the now. And it's particularly worth noting that when you are in the now situation, when you are present, and you're looking at things from your present, your past is seen from a more mature perspective. And you're able to look back and say, why, no, I don't want to delete that. There were some happy times there. And even the dark times, I could see through it and see with my now perspective, with my present perspective, and see from a more mature focus and angle. Why wouldn't I want to do that? Would I rather just forget it, delete, make believe it never happened? I don't want to do that. Maybe for a time I did. Like I said, there's trials and tribulations, there's ascensions and there's descensions. That's what life is all about. We go up, we go down, we move along. That's part of it. I thought I'd mention that. It is a happy occasion. It's also the first month of Tammuz, a beautiful month in the Jewish calendar. And for the majority of the Jewish month of Tammuz, there's happiness. And that's also something which is worth celebrating. And it correlates to my message too. I want to carry on by talking about a very interesting concept which I saw today, or rather maybe yesterday or the day before, whilst reading Tony Robbins' book. He gives us fascinating tip how to deal with a situation which is uncomfortable. He says, you quite literally feel your emotions and your feelings as a result of a certain state which your body automatically tunes you into. It's on autopilot. Your body serves you, puts you in that state. You know already that when that person or that situation arises, you go into that state and it brings about that negativity. And that's the familiar, that's the comfortable, and that's the known. And it works out for you. He says, how about you do the following? You just make a funny face. You move your body in a different direction. Like this, or like that. Or like that. I was thinking about this and I remembered. I have a son who's going to be Bar-Mitzvah in a few months. And I have so many pictures of him doing these faces. He was a comedian, shall we say. He was a very self-disciplined person. I'm a self-disciplined child. Whilst I was raising him during the time I was with him. And I remember he very often projected and brought about this ability to be able to be comical and funny and make funny faces, even in circumstances when he should have been like upset, like he had some of his privileges taken away from him, whether it was for reasons I shall not discuss in this video. Whatever, it was for different reasons, whether it was he had to be, every child has to sometimes be punished, and you have to take away their treats or whatever. And he was always calm and collected. He never reacted with any kind of like anger or frustration. He was always calm and collected, and he even made funny faces in those situations. Getting back to Tony Robbins talks about this. He says, be that kind of person. Do these kind of things when you get into the state of feelings of fear and anger and frustration and uncomfortableness. That's a word. Discomfort, for that matter. Just put yourself into this like different state. Move your body movements in a different direction. Make a smirk. Do something silly or funny, and it really enhances you and helps you. He also says that when you are dealing with a traumatic memory, use different levels of light. Make it sharper, the focus. And then take away the light. Make it more dull. Or, he says, imagine the person who was unkind towards you. Imagine them having a sharp, pointy nose, or pointy ears, or long, pointy chin. And these really work. I've tried these methods, I've tried it. I deal with difficult situations from time to time. I try these methods, whether it was a person on the phone or whatever, and it works. I've tried it numerous times, and it works. So I thought I'd mention it, and it's worth applying. It might work for you too. That's my message today. If you enjoyed today's video, I look forward to your amazing like. It's very kind of you. And if you haven't subscribed yet, it's never too late. You're always welcome to subscribe. And welcome to all the new subscribers. I'm ever so grateful to you. Thank you for putting your faith and trust in me. I love teaching, and I have great insights, great ideas. I look forward to seeing your great comments. Have a great evening and a great week ahead. I love you all. Thanks so much, and beware. We are now 4 years into this business. I'm into this business now for 4 years. Maybe it's 3. 2018? Yeah, it is actually 3. Yes, it's 3 years. I'm into the business now for 3 years. I love YouTubing. I love sharing my amazing insights with my amazing viewers and subscribers. I love doing it. We do it together. We're a team. God bless you all. I love you.